Welcome back to New Travel Escapes. Today we're diving into the ins and outs of arriving and departing from Terminal 2 at Cancun International Airport when flying internationally. We'll walk you through everything you need to know, from where to go, when you land, immigration, baggage claim, customs, and where to find your transfer driver to get you to your resort. Then we'll show you what departing the airport is like after your vacation is over and you're on your way back home. Traveling can be really stressful, and we hope that this video helps alleviate some stress and helps give you some peace of mind for your upcoming vacation. So let's have a look at Cancun's Terminal 2. Most international travelers flying to Cancun for their sunny vacation arrive into Terminals 3 or 4, and we've done several videos navigating our way around Terminals 3 and 4 in Cancun Airport. Less often, though, you may land into Terminal 2, and here are the airlines that use Terminal 2 in Cancun at the time of this video. As you step off of your international flight, you'll immediately notice the bustling atmosphere of Cancun's airport's Terminal 2. It may not be as modern as Terminal 4 or as large as Terminal 3, but it serves its purpose well. Now here's a map of T2 just for reference, and you can see it's smaller than the other terminals. After you're off the plane, follow the signs to go down the escalator, and this leads you right out into the queues for immigration. It's quite straightforward because it's a bit smaller, so there's no need to really worry about this. Once you're down the escalator and you reach immigration, be prepared for potential lines. Although e-gates are not currently available for tourists, and they are in Terminal 3 and 4, the process is still generally efficient. Make sure that you have your passport, immigration form, and proof of visit tax payment ready to present to the officer. The visit tax is still all loosey-goosey and a dumb system, and if you've watched our visit tax videos, you already know how I feel about it, but nevertheless, there's a possibility that you will be asked to present your QR code. After clearing immigration, you can see right in front of you is the baggage claim. Look for screens indicating your flight's carousel. While waiting, keep an eye on your belongings and have your luggage tags handy for verification. Now, I have found that when Costco has a sale on luggage, or Amazon Prime days have just happened, there's often multiple of the same bag coming off of the plane. I find it really handy to mark mine with some type of ribbon or sticker so I can identify it more easily. There are restrooms in the baggage claim area. Be aware of how long your transfer will take you to get from the airport to your resort, and use these restrooms if you need. Just a quick note, there is no potable water in the Cancun airport. If you travel frequently, you may be used to water bottle refill stations in many airports around the world, but Cancun doesn't have any. It is a real money grab for a bottle of water, so if you know you will need it for baby formula or something else, try to get the flight attendant to fill up your water bottle before you land, because you won't find anything drinkable here without paying. After you've got your baggage, next up is customs. Now for T2, this is where things look a little bit different than T3 and T4. If you're landing into T2, you will still be asked to fill out a paper customs form. There's a good chance they're going to hand it to you on the plane before you land, and this is when you're going to need that form. So make sure you're traveling with a pen, of course. Fill out the customs declaration form on your flight if possible, and this will save you some time here. Be prepared to declare any goods you're bringing into the country. If you have nothing to declare, simply proceed through the green lines. They still have the old X-ray style machines that all of your baggage needs to go through just in case you're bringing in something you're not allowed. This line can sometimes take a bit of time. You place all your baggage onto it to be scanned. Then it comes out the other side. After exiting customs, you'll find yourself in the arrivals hall. Now, if you've pre-booked a transfer, look for representatives holding signs with your name or company logo. Cancun Airport can be really busy, so a little patience goes a long way here. Avoid unsolicited offers for transport and stick with your planned arrangements. The gauntlet is not as fierce at T2 as in T3 and T4, but there are still people there trying to sign you up for a timeshare, pretending to give you a deal on a transfer or representing your airline or something ridiculous like that. Basically, when you're through customs, you can ignore everyone else until you're outside the terminal. Your chosen transfer or tour company will be holding up a sign, so they're not hard to find. And the transfer company area at T2 is not nearly as big as those at T3 and 4, so find your transfer company and off you go to your resort. It's pretty straightforward. I have a few tips for you when you're arriving into T2 in Cancun. If you're meeting people who are arriving on different planes and different airlines, then there are the fewest number of places to wait for them at Terminal 2. T3 or T4 have restaurants outside where you can wait, but T2 doesn't really have anywhere even to sit at all. So if this is your situation, then I suggest you either meet at your resort or whomever is arriving into T2 go over to the other terminal to wait, rather than having to stand around here. Another tip is everything is expensive in Cancun Airport, so you do you, but I spend as little money here as possible. If your budget allows for it, I recommend purchasing private transfers with a reputable transfer company rather than using the included transfers that might be part of your package. The few times that we have done our package included transfers, it has just taken way too long. First, you have to wait until everyone on the plane that's scheduled to be on your bus gets their bags, goes through immigrations and customs, goes to the bathroom, stops for a margarita, and so on. You can imagine. Then, when everybody is on the bus, the driver makes multiple stops at multiple different resorts along the way. So even if your resort is only 20 minutes from the airport, but you're the last resort stop, it could take 2.5 to 3 hours to actually get from the airport to your resort. You know the saying time is money, and considering what you're paying per day to be at the resort, I'm not one to be wasting that time on a bus. If your budget doesn't allow for it, then just know that although the included shared transfers take longer, they will get you there. On that same note, if you opt to purchase private transfers, then please remember to be considerate and let your tour company know that you'll be looking after yourself, or the rest of the bus is just going to be waiting on you, and that happens frequently. So it's pretty simple. That's how to navigate your arrival into T2 in Cancun. It's done, and you're off to your chosen resort. Now there's a very good chance that you'll also be departing out of T2 for your flight home, so that's what we're going to show you next. Terminal 2 is reserved for most Mexican domestic flights, and there's some charter flights from the US, Canada, and Europe that also arrive into there. It has 2 floors and 31 gates labeled A1 to A9 and B1 to B22. Terminal 2 offers a range of amenities for travelers when you're departing. You'll find everything from dining options to shopping, and while it may not have the modern flair of Terminal 4, it has all of the essentials. When it's time to head home, your transfer company will take you back to the airport, and when you enter the departures area of the airport, you go straight to your chosen airline check-in desk. It's really easy. The process is generally smooth, but it's always wise to arrive a few hours early just in case the lineups are long. Remember to have your ID ready for inspection from the airline representative, and they will print you out a boarding pass and baggage tags for your checked luggage. After you're done checking in for your flight, you'll follow the signs to security. It's not a large area, so you shouldn't have any trouble seeing where to go. They're not too happy with cameras out, so I don't have any good footage of it for you, but it's really self-explanatory. Basically, go to your chosen airline counter, get your boarding pass, drop your bags, then head to TSA security, and it's all on the level you arrive at. Security is standard procedure. They scan your boarding pass, check your passport, pull out your laptop, tablet, remove your belt, anything in your pockets, and proceed through the baggage scanning area. After you're through TSA security, then you're right into the departures lounge area. There are 2 levels for departure in Terminal 2. The main floor has gates B1 through 22, and their restaurants and duty-free shops and some shopping. If you have a B gate, then this is likely where you'll spend your time before departures. If you have an A gate, then you will need to go up the escalator to the A gate level of departures. A1 through A9 gates are up there. There's a second duty-free shop, more of the exact same restaurants that are on the main level. So if the lines are busy downstairs, then have a quick look upstairs, and they might be much shorter. There are airport lounges up near the A gates as well. Grab a bite to eat at popular spots like Bubba Gump's or Johnny Rockets. Prices are similar to the other terminal restaurants, so expect dining, typical airport dining pricing, that's kind of what I mean. Cancun airport pricing is just ridiculous. I know I've mentioned this a lot. So if your resort has a coffee shop with sandwiches, then you might want to ask them to box up a couple of those rather than paying the criminal prices at the airport. But I know that that's not always possible. I do it when I can. Terminal 2 has a decent selection, but not nearly the broad range of dining or shopping options as Terminal 3 and 4. Now, if you have lounge access, take advantage of it. Terminal 2 has several lounges, offering a comfortable spot to relax before your flight. While they're not as luxurious as some in Terminal 4, they provide a quiet escape from the terminal's hustle and bustle. It's always advisable to pre-book your lounge visit in advance. They don't have a large capacity for travelers, so they tend to fill up quickly. Keep an eye on the departure boards for gate information. Boarding in Terminal 2 is efficient, but it's always a good idea to be at your gate early. Also, be sure to enable notifications from your airline. Sometimes it's hard to hear or understand gate change announcements, so if the notification comes to your phone, I find it really helpful. As you board, have your boarding pass and passport out one last time, and away you go, returning home to plan your next vacation. Crazy, maybe, but we can dream, can't we? And there you have it, a complete guide to navigating Terminal 2 at Cancun Airport. Whether you're arriving or departing, knowing what to expect can make your travel experience smoother and much more enjoyable. Thanks for watching New Travelscapes channel, and safe travels. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more travel tips and guides, and we'll see you next time. Bye!